You know what? I don't know what they're going to find, and I don't care. She's got a server in her basement. I don't care if she's got JonBenet Ramsey in her basement. I'm still not voting for Donald Trump. All right.
Now, for those of you who may not know, JonBenet Ramsey was a 6-year-old American beauty queen who was murdered in her family's home in Boulder, Colorado on December 25th, 1996. In other words, what Bill Maher is saying here is, I don't care what the emails reveal about her, and I don't even care if Hillary is discovered to be a child murderer. She's still the one I want leading my country. To which I would ask, what the hell is going on behind the frontal lobe of Hillary supporters? Their brains have turned to mush. Apparently, they have no ability to reason, and they've lost all compassion and common sense. And speaking of her private email server and the WikiLeaks disclosures, here's what you say when you have no interest in coming to grips with the fact that the candidate you're supporting is revealed through her own private email and the emails of those closest to her that she's as vile and greedy and power hungry and disgusting as a human being can get.
What about all the WikiLeaks disclosures? Do they bother you?
No,
you
not at all.
You don't care about the Clinton cash and the...
No, I care about women should be paid the same as men. I care about the polar ice caps melting. I care about the big issues. And those are the ones you've got to have the smart person in the room. And though I may not agree with her on all these issues, that's not really the point anymore. The point is that we have a choice between somebody who is smart, who has a heart,
who's under criminal investigation by the FBI, who lies every chance she gets about everything she can, who takes money from Islamic extremists who throw gays off buildings and beat their women in the streets, who's married to the most well-known sexual predator the world has ever seen, whose best friend's husband has been busted for his involvement in lewd and lascivious sexual conduct with a minor, who helped the Clinton Foundation rip off the poor people of Haiti, who receives major funding from and who's in the back pockets of the big banks, who rigged her own Democratic National Convention, who's a member of the Anti-Human Council on Foreign Relations, and that's just a partial list. The bottom line is that people who are in the tank for Hillary, after all the facts that testify to her criminal activity, are either very ignorant, which with the volume of condemning high-profile information against her would be willful ignorance, or their hearts have truly become as black as the person they choose to follow. And make no mistake, the old saying is true. A stream can rise no higher than its source. The internet is literally blowing up about this new revelation of WikiLeaks. The ID is 15893. You'll find the link for this in the description so you can check it out for yourself. This is a June 28, 2015 email from Marina Abramovic and from Tony Podesta to his brother John Podesta. The subject line is dinner, and the email from Marina reads, Dear Tony, I am so looking forward to the Spirit cooking dinner at my place. Do you think you'll be able to let me know if your brother's joining? All my love, Marina. Tony forwards this email to his brother, Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta. Quote, are you in New York City Thursday, July 9th? Marina wants you to come to dinner. At this point, we don't know if John made it to the dinner or responded to this email. But the key question that has the internet lighting up is, what the hell is a Spirit cooking dinner? Now, this email correspondence serves as the basis for the rumor that Hillary Clinton and John Podesta practiced a satanic ritual known as spirit cooking. But guys, we gotta be honest, it should be noted that Hillary Clinton was not a recipient in this email chain. And John Podesta, again, as far as we know, did not respond to either of these emails. And while sites like Snopes.com contend that spirit cooking does not refer to a satanic ritual, I say if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, and looks like a duck, then to say it's not a duck is ignorant and illogically dismissive. But then, if you know anything about Snopes.com, disinformation seems to be their MO. Bottom line is this, spirit cooking was an art project Abramovic created in 1996. Abramovic's cookbook references recipes containing bodily fluids like blood, semen, and breast milk. In this footage, you can actually witness Marina herself writing in what she admits is pig's blood. You know, nice little non-satanic phrases like, with a sharp knife, cut deeply into the middle finger of your left hand. Eat the pain. And this quaint little non-Luciferian phrase, fresh morning urine sprinkle over nightmare dreams. Yep, no satanic shenanigans going on here, folks. Move along, nothing to see. Or how about this one? Mix fresh breast milk with fresh sperm milk. Drink on earthquake nights. Nice. And I'm sure that when that earthquake hits in the middle of the night, that's the first thing you're going to be thinking about when you jump out of bed and stuff's flying off the walls and threatening your life. Honey, quick, we need some breast and sperm milk. Look at this sick individual trying to pass this garbage off as art. Let's pause for a second here, guys. This is art. This is not art. Art? Not art. Any questions? I mean, people seriously call this woman an artist. When I was a kid, they fitted these people with a straitjacket, removed their shoelaces, and threw them in a padded cell. Now Abramovic has responded to this flurry of internet interest. According to Andrew Russeth from artnews.com, Abramovic told him by phone, quote, "I'm outraged because this is taken completely out of my context," end quote. According to Russeth, Abramovic was at Sean Kelly Gallery, her rep in New York. The dinner, she explained, was a reward for donors to a Kickstarter campaign she'd run. Russeth says, quote, "Tony Podesta has collected her artwork since the 1990s, which makes you kind of wonder about Tony's mental state. Russeth continues, "And he attended, but John couldn't make it. In fact, according to Russeth, she has never met John Podesta." Now listen to this part, guys. Abramovic says, quote, "It was just a normal dinner. It was actually just a normal menu, which I call spirit cooking. There was no blood, no anything else. We just call things funny names, that's all." Yeah, right. Abramovic explains that spirit cooking was a performance she staged at a number of museums around the world in the 1990s, painting graffiti with pig's blood. She also made a limited edition book which contains various recipes, with ingredients like sperm, breast milk, and blood. That book is in the collection of the Museum of Modern Art in New York, among other places. So how does she respond to the Satanism charge? Quote, "Anybody who wants can read my memoirs and find out that my work is far away from Satanism." Hey Marina, guess what? Not buying it, not gonna do it. Painting words on walls with blood and pouring it all over a human-like figure looks to be very much in line with what people generally view as satanic and occult rituals. She ends by saying, quote, "My work is really more about spirituality and not anything else. I've been doing my work for so long, and this is a misunderstanding." And here's what she says about the right-wing attacks. Quote, "It is absolutely outrageous and ridiculous." Guys, what you're looking at right now is outrageous and ridiculous. So hey Marina, save it for somebody who believes you. And as for you, Tony Podesta, you got some seriously messed up taste in art, bud.
The gun debate is surely raging. Chris Murphy, Senator Chris Murphy of Connecticut. I want your response to he's really going after Congress on this. Listen.
This country has the loosest set of gun laws allowing dangerous people to own dangerous weapons. What is unacceptable in the wake of the most deadly mass shooting in the history of the country is for this utter silence, this unintentional complicity from Congress to continue.
Speaker?
Well, look, I think what he doesn't tell you, which nobody on the left wants to tell you, is that we have a Second Amendment to protect the right to bear arms. That Second Amendment was written by the Founding Fathers because they understood that the Lexington and Concord farmers who stood up to the British Army, if they hadn't had any weapons, would have been massacred, and we would still be colonists of the British king. So they deliberately wrote into our Constitution your right to bear arms, not for deer hunting, not for skeet shooting, but as a political right to enable you to preserve your liberty. And I think I'd be very cautious about comparing us to other countries, frankly, a number of which have dictatorships that are empowered in part because they disarmed the